Hey guys, it's the Gardening Moose here from Garden Gateway, and I was literally just driving home from the nursery, pulled in to the yard and thought to myself, I have got to show people these beautiful hibiscus. So I'm going to take a minute and show you my gorgeous hardy hibiscus. Alright, so I live on a corner lot, and we've got a school bus stop where there's 50 kids or more that get on the bus every morning. And we wanted to put up something around the corner that kept kids from cutting across the row. So I sort of planted a hibiscus hedge here. So here on the corner, this is an absolute beauty. You can see how many flowers are open on that thing. This is vintage wine. Definitely one of my favorites. But you're going to hear that a million times over as I go through this. Kind of pan down to the corner, and then we'll go down around the corner. I'll show you the different varieties I've got going here. So this is ballet slippers, and Berry Awesome, which Berry Awesome bloomed a little bit earlier than some of the rest of mine, but is probably the most prolific bloomer that I've had. This plant was just absolutely covered. At one point in time, I had one that had over 50 open blooms on it. And then I did break it up a little bit. It's not solid hibiscus. As you can see, there's a dark night butterfly bush there. And keep in mind, this is young. This is only in its second year. But then this is the one that really caught my eye. You know, I love hardy hibiscus. They're beautiful, gorgeous plants. This is summer in paradise. And I don't even know if you'll get a great feel for that color on video or not, but it is an absolute beauty. And then Mocha Moon, which is another absolute beauty. A lot of these are proven winners varieties, and if not proven winners varieties, they're from Walter's Gardens, coming out of the same breeding program as the proven winner stuff. Absolutely love Mocha Moon. This is one that has been talked about and hyped a ton. I've heard a lot of people come in asking for it. It's a proven winners variety called Holy Grail, and it has been phenomenal. If you look down the row, you'll notice, or it might be hard to notice, that it is just a tad shorter. You know, most of these newer hybrids are topping out around 4.5 feet or so. Mocha Moon's this is Holy Grail, is probably closer to 3.5 feet there. As we went around the corner, we wanted to set it aside, or set it apart a little bit. So you've got fine line buckthorn, a few more butterfly bush, dark night, solar tower, Ipomia. This is the climbing sweet potato vine. And to give you an idea, I don't even know if I can get it all. I mean, this is one plant, and I only trellised it up to about 6 feet tall. I probably should have kept going quite a bit further. Right there, more fine lines, and then I'm just going to give you a peek down this row right here. As you can see, I need to get deadheading and clean up the dead blossoms on the ground, but like I said, I literally pulled into the driveway, said to myself, I got to show this off today. It really is looking good. Then I'll give you a peek over the top of this hedge as well, so that you can see what's there and talk to you a little about growing hardy hibiscus. But I know this is a little bit different, but our vegetable garden is kind of planted on the side of our house in the front here, where everybody can see it. Don't mind that big open hole and open area there. We had an irrigation leak that I had to dig up and move. So anyways, let's talk hardy hibiscus. Oh, here's a better look at Berry Awesome. Like I said, this one's a couple weeks past its prime, but still there's 15 blooms, 20 blooms open on this plant, and it is looking awesome. Well, summer in paradise again. Color is just fantastic. And really, Mocha Moon. You can see here how many good flowers I have open on Mocha Moon. Keep in mind that each individual flower is kind of like a daylily. They last a little bit longer than that, but not much. They basically last one day. But when you can get 40 or 50 flowers open at the same time on one plant. Who cares if they only last 1 day, 2 days? They're absolutely gorgeous. Now let's talk about growing these for a minute. Everybody has the misconception that they're difficult to grow. That simply isn't true here. I'm up in northern Utah, up in the Logan area, about 4,400 feet in elevation. Not exceptionally cool. We run up in the mid-90s in the summertime. And it's awesome to have such a nice tropical looking plant like this growing here. As you can see, these ones are growing in full sun. They really don't get any shade at all. And they're loving it. I wouldn't plant these anywhere where you get less than probably 5-6 hours of direct sunlight on them. I have them growing here, and then I'm going to take you away from this little hedge right here and show you as well that I have these growing in my park strips also. So my park strips are a couple of years. These are 3-year-olds. This is Cranberry Crush, and is an absolute beauty. I've got 3 of those there growing in my park strips. So again, full sun, fairly hot. You're surrounded by asphalt on one side, concrete on the other side. These are all done on drip irrigation. They're getting they're running on 1 gallon per hour drippers, and they run 3 times a week. So they're getting 3 gallons a week on water roughly. I should go around the front side and show you these from over there. You can see down that park strip. These are doing absolutely wonderful out here and looking fantastic. So 5 to 6 hours of direct sunlight. Not really drought tolerant by any means, but not necessarily water pigs either. But super easy to grow here. They are a true perennial, so they die all the way back to the ground and come up from their root system, so they get cut back each year. I used to cut them back in the fall after first couple of frosts, like I do with most of my other perennials. But after doing some reading and some research on them, I've since learned that they'll draw nutrients out of their stems well after the stems have frozen and died back on the tops. And so I've become a bigger fan of letting them die back and leaving them till spring and cutting them back in the springtime, and you'll clear cut them all the way back to the ground. And then when you grow these, keep in mind that they are very late to come up here in Logan. It is typically the end of May or the first part of June. Everything else in your perennial garden will be up and growing, and the hibiscus won't be. And you'll be coming into the garden center to ask me why they're dead. But they're not. They just won't grow until it's consistently warm. Really about the time that we ought to be planting squashes and melons and stuff that wants soil temperatures in the 55 range or better. Warm days, that's when the hibiscus will start to grow. Once they start to grow, you can basically watch them. You can go out and measure them grow. They'll grow inches in a day and get up 4.5, 5 feet. I do have some older varieties in the yard and at home as well that will reach 7 to 8 feet plus, but I sure like these new compact varieties. Proven Winners has done a great job with their selections. Walter's Garden's a fantastic job with their breeding program and the products they've been turning out. And excited for next year. I think there's 6 or 8 new varieties of hibiscus coming out, and can't wait to get them. So anyways, guys, that's Hardy Hibiscus. Don't fret them. They're easy to grow. Thanks for watching, and have a great day.